Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Look what we got. Wanda and WandaVision. It's here. Look at this man here just looking like a tall glass of milk. And of course, we got Wanda. What's that, Wanda? You're gonna use your immense chaos magic powers to replace Captain Marvel? Well, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Alright, so we're going to be in this video. So I got both the uniforms, right? I tier 3 Vision. And okay, first and foremost, I have to say that the animations on the skills, they look absolutely amazing. They did such a good job. All right, guys, so I was just starting to get going, and then my Streamlabs just freezes on me like it does, man. It's been doing that a lot lately. I'm gonna have to do something about that for sure. In any case, I was beginning to just praise and compliment the devs or whoever it is that creates these skills for these characters, because they did such a phenomenal job here. They did such a phenomenal job, and I bet there was probably a lot of pressure on them just because, you know, WandaVision and Disney, and just, you know, they had a bar to meet, and they exceeded it in my opinion. But okay, let's pop into Vision real quick. We're just gonna quickly go through his skills. There's a lot to get to in this video, so I don't want to admire the skills too much here. So let's pop in the one. Looking pretty cool. The two, you're actually not going to use the one or the two much. And if you're playing with the proc, you're actually not going to get that really cool effect there. But he has like Loki clones there, right? Like, how cool is that? And then his fifth, check out his fifth. Check out this man's fifth. He brings Wanda along, and they just do a double team blast there. And then you could see, right, like it's like you're watching, you know, in old TV, and you get like the coloring effects there. But his rotation is going to look something like, I think you actually want to cancel 2 right away and I think this allows you to get the tier 3 up on every other rotation, and he can certainly work with a proc 100%. So it'd be like 2, 3, 4 when the clones, and then you hit 5, and then on the next rotation, I'm pretty sure you need to use 2 again. I'll have to see for certain, but it would be like 2, 3, 4, clones 5, and then tier 3, and obviously want to proc on this beautiful tier 3 skill. All right, and here we go. So I'll talk about like the actual skill effects after we jump into here and check this out, because like I said, man, they did such a good job. So her 2 and her 1 are, well, her 2 is actually pretty nice. It's her 1. Her 1's just like, it's kind of a blah skill there. But I mean, check out her 2. So all of her skills are cancelable besides the 3. You actually want to proc on the 3. And her tier 3, it seems you can cancel much sooner than you were able to with her old uniform. So you got the 2 here, looking so nice. The 4, the 5 is actually where it's at. So she just, you know, out of whole cloth, just, you know, buses and cars and whatnot. And then her 5th, check this out, guys, check this out. And then Vision just disappears like that. But it's like the barrier in the show, right, that she created around the town. And then of course you got the 3 here. So yeah, visually, I mean, outstanding. I mean, I'd say 9 or 10 out of 10 on the visual effects. On the skill cooldowns, though, I'm not digging that. I'm not digging that at all. All right, now to touch on her skills and why she could actually be a little funky to play. The reason why she could be funky to play is because of the extremely long cooldown. Well, on 5, she's 27 seconds. And then on 2, it's 20 seconds with 7 seconds of accumulation. Also, some people are speculating that the skills weren't leveled up to 6 in the patch notes because of the low additional mind damage right at the bottom there, because Visions were so high. But they mentioned a time before that they were going to have them all leveled up in the patch notes to level 6 every time. So that's why I didn't speculate otherwise. And that number's not really that important anyways. But okay, so 2, right, the accumulation's 0.4. She seems really good and really powerful, though, and she's definitely going to replace Captain Marvel, I can tell you that much. Okay, and then her 4. So the thing is this, she gets a buff on her 5th skill, 25% increase to mind damage for 10 seconds. But you want to cancel these skills because you get all the damage. You get the whole entire effect, which is absolutely amazing. They kept her tier 3 the same, right? Tier 3 is exactly the same. Like I said, you can. It seems like you can cancel it much earlier though. Like just as soon as she pops back, you don't have to wait for the rocks to pop up. Like as soon as she pops back or slams on the ground rather, you can go into canceling it. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. And then they just you know they just increased some buffs on her skills. And we're gonna see exactly what that actually amounts to. And then on her uniform effect, so her previous uniform effect was 25% increase to mind damage and then 25% decrease all damage received, and they gave her an additional 5% on the mind damage. Okay, so his skills, so it's 3. He has accumulation on his 3 as well. His 4, he has invincibility plus he breaks out those clones. And then on his 5th skill, he has buffs, right? He has the 40 attack, 40% all attack, all defense. He's got the crit rate buff, and then he has a 100% chance to penetrate, which is OP for PvP. So he may be able to work for PvP. All right, so what we're gonna do is this: I'm gonna take him into some World Boss Legend, and then I'll even take him into some Timeline, because it seems like he could work for Timeline. He's got some PvP staples on his skills here, right? He's got super armor, all defense. He's got, you know, decrease all damage received. Thing is, I wish the reflect here, so he's got 100% chance to become immune to just physical damage. I wish it was both physical and energy, and then he's got 50% reflect of energy damage received up to 100% of max attack. So I don't know. I guess he's got a little bit of both there. We'll have to see exactly how it operates. And then on his uniform effect, he's got a 30% increase all attack, and then he's got decreased debuff, and then increase all resist by 30%. So he's got a lot of defensive stuff going on. All right, you already know what time it is. Time for your trusted advisor, Sneaky Bandit, to come in here and show you a couple things. All right, so I'm going to show you the builds and uniform options. So Scarlet Witch's build, she actually has a decent build. So I gave her 4 Odin's Blessings, all the magic Odin's Blessings, and other than that, she does have Mythic Uru on. She has a stage 12 Hawk's Eye, and she has a regular Judgment. We're gonna do first look, testing with the regular Judgment. We'll save the funky stuff for other videos. Uniform options: we have Lady Deadpool, Ghost Rider, Taskmaster, Dormammu. This could be a bugaboo for some of you. Also, this one could be a bugaboo too. All right, moving on. Vision. So I'm doing this after the fact. Some of the original gameplay you're going to see with Vision, he has a Guard Break 140 proc, and it's not offering anything else other than that. He has this Mighty Energy on now, but he has 8 Mythic Uru. He's got, let's see, a stage 10 Power of Angry Hulk, and as for his uniform options, he's got Blade, Hyperion, that's a bugaboo. This could be a bugaboo too, since she just got a new one. Ant-Man, and then Kamala Khan. All right, Sneaky Bandit out. So I was thinking about in this video doing like a comparison with Scarlet Witch's old uniform and this one. I think just because of the time, I'm not going to do that in this video. But if you guys want to see that, let me know, and I'll do it in one of the next videos. Maybe with both of them, Vision and Scarlet, to see exactly what you're getting out of the deal. But you know me, I go in these in-depth testing, and we're gonna find out just like how much better, just like a better build, Forged Judgment, and so on and so forth, what you're actually getting out of the deal there. All right, so yeah, you want to do 2, 4, 5, and then you want to cancel on the 3. So here, let me start that over. So yeah, it's an instant cancel on all of them, and she's way stronger, guys. She is way stronger. And her skill animations just look so good. Like I said, she could just be a little funky. See, I just canceled all those skills, and you get all those effects there. You see the barrier there? It looks like it's in the town. And then here it gets a little funky. So now you can go 2, 4, 6, and then once she slams on the ground, that's when you can actually cancel her 6. It's difficult trying to develop a rotation in World Boss Legend because you're dealing with stuff like this. So, next time I take her into ABX, I'll have something probably a bit better here. But, and that's the thing. You can't just, face tank them, the whole time anyways. So, and then here you can just go like 2, 6, pound on the ground. And then, if you didn't want to wait for 5, you go, back into the 3 here. So there definitely seems to be a few different ways you could actually go about playing her. Her tier 3 is up rather quickly. So yeah, 2, 4, 5, and then into the 3. And, it seems like, so I have to say, you know, you could play her like where you do 2, 4, 5, and 3, and then just like kite and wait for it to come back off cooldown, and then just squeeze a 6 in there whenever. But because of the long cooldowns, you're kiting for a long time. If you're waiting for 5 to come off cooldown every rotation, you're kiting, and then, you know, there's a lot of missed opportunities where you could actually be doing damage. So I wouldn't recommend that. It didn't seem like the damage was like that far off. So here, you know, you use the 2 for the you know, the accumulation. You definitely want to get that up first before going into the skills. But man, look at the skill animations. They really look so good. They really do look so good. So here, you know, it just kind of gets funky, right? So you could just go like, you know, if you didn't want to wait for the 2 to come off cooldown, especially because we were so close to, you know, getting the quick and dirty done. But she looks I mean, look at that. Look at that. And we'll take her into Mephisto as well. Actually, you know what? Let's take her into Mephisto now, and then we'll play with Vision here. All right, so 30 is where I can use her, and I'm going to use the same supports there. I'm just going to do, you know, insta cancel on all of them, because that's what I've been doing. It seemed like that's been working. So we got to wait for him to. Yeah, we get it. It just goes away after a second. I probably just wasn't paying attention. And then, okay, if we didn't actually get stunned there. And for some reason, it wasn't letting me get into tier 3. But yeah, here it gets funky, right? Especially if you get the proc reactivating. You know, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to wait again. So then you can go back into her skills there. Hopefully the proc doesn't reactivate. You kind of want to wait for 2. You kind of want to wait for 2. If we had 2, 4, 6, 5, and then 3. So it's all going to basically depend. I probably should have saved like the tier 3, but it's all right. We're just messing around, guys. So yeah, a lot of it's going to depend on just where the skill cooldown is. So just like, it seems very active. It seems like a very active rotation. Something similar to like Luna Snow. And yeah, like I was saying, I don't think you necessarily want to wait for 5 every single time. I think you're just, there's a lot of missed opportunities there. But yeah, you can cancel, like I said, once you know, falls back, slams on the ground. Before it was like you had to wait for it until you saw the, you know, the giant boulders there. And broke them down. I mean, this is stage 30. At the moment, Rogue's doing it a little bit faster, but Rogue has a much better build, and she has a Forged Judgment. I want to say without the Forged Judgment, she was still maybe a little bit faster. Some of that could just be due to the type, right? The typing. Rogue is speed, and also she just has a better build. She has way more Odin's Blessings. I think Rogue has like 16 Odin's Blessings. All right, let's take Vision in for a spin here. All right, here we go, guys. We're gonna take Vision in for a little test spin. This is a team up I'm giving him. Yeah, I'm giving him a little additional support here, but you know, he's got a minimal build with a proc. He's got a, you know, guard break 140 proc. All right, so what you want to do is 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah. Yep. We definitely got that proc. And then you might only need to cancel 2 one time. So 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it looks like that tier 3 wants to stick. So if you're playing it safe, you can cancel. You could just get it up on the 3rd rotation there and then do 3, 5, 6. That seems to be much safer. Just after playing them, you know, with this proc here. So like 2, 3, 4, right when the clones appear, you got 5, and it seems like we definitely hit that proc. But I mean, he's doing this with a 140 proc, so 2, 3. It might be better to actually just insta cancel. You don't need to cancel. Well, actually, you do. If you're getting the tier 3 on every other rotation, you do need to cancel the 4. But that's what it seems like. It seems like to play it safe and to have the tier 3 stick less, you don't want the clones in there. That's just what I'm gathering after playing them for, you know, 10 minutes here. So I was able to get it there, but it was tight. It was close. But look at all those bars. That's insane. That's pretty fast. Honestly, that's as fast as Venom, but Venom didn't have any support. And it's kind of close to Black Bolt, but I have to imagine once, like, and you'll see in this video, I'm gonna swap an energy on him. I'm gonna keep his build exactly the same, so no Odin's Blessings at all, just an energy, and we're gonna see, you know, what that actually does for this guy, guys. So check it out. I mentioned I was gonna take him in the timeline, just because he has, incidentally, he's got Guard Break, just with a proc, right? So it's like, I don't know, kind of like a destruction, I suppose. You know, he already has the penetration on his skills. All right, let's wait for this to go away. Let's see if he could actually cause some ruckus here. And he certainly does. So I think we might want this to come back. Boom. Taking him out. So I don't know how. So that 2's an iframe. Where's the penetration, man? You should have penetrated that. But I mean, he's doing this. Oh, she's done. Yeah, I hit her. I hit his tier 3. I mean, I'm surprised it took him that. And he died to reflect. Seriously? Oh, and by the way, he does. Okay, so I hate how they do, like, you know, I got the victory, but. Okay, let me show you something. Let me show you something on his skills. And so annoying, if you ran all your timeline and you fight somebody like on the, you know, top 100, it takes you all the way back to the home screen. Like, please, that would be lovely if you could change that. So he does energy damage, right? He does energy damage, but his skills, it's physical damage of energy attack, which is kind of strange. All right, guys, here we go. So I actually just ran this a couple times with him. So I'm having the issue of keeping the proc consistent on his tier 3 on every other rotation. It still seems like there's still good damage, even if the proc's not perfect. But obviously you want it to, there's just so much more damage. And then I'm trying to figure out if the hits on 4, you know, his clones, they shoot the laser. And then by the time, like, you hit 5 and you shoot your laser, because there's like a slight delayed effect, if the 4s actually activate in the proc, it might be. It might be. Okay, we got this proc. Yeah. The middle gear icon is the proc. And look at all those bars. That's a lot of bars. I'm not getting a proc on the next one though. It's okay. But I mean, honestly, I could see this guy being very, very good. Okay, we definitely got that proc. We got that proc, but did we get interrupted? No, we didn't. No, we didn't. He's still in the air, guys. So yeah, I don't know. You might not want all the clones to about 415. So, okay. I suppose take away Cyclops. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I ran this stage with. I just did the tier 3 comparison, right, with Mephisto, Knull, and Sentry, and I gave him Sentry's lead. I did not have Cyclops in there, but they all have maxed out builds, and Knull was clocked in at 405. So I don't know. We'll do some testing. We'll see if Vision is in fact stronger than a native tier 3. He might be. I mean, take away Cyclops support. You know, how far down is that gonna, you know, knock him down? But once I build him up, right? Once I stack him up with some Odin's Blessings, that should put him right back up here. Alrighty, guys. So here's the thing. I was gonna bring Scarlet Witch into more gameplay. As a matter of fact, I brought her in the timeline, and it was an epic fail. Epic fail. Maybe if she had a pure PvP build, right? Like to the max, she could do it. She wasn't. Vision actually seemed like he could hold his own if you play him on manual, right? With that very minimal build. Basically, all he had was Guard Break immunity. He had the 140 proc. But here's the thing. I think Vision actually might steal the show here. I think he might steal the show. He seems stronger for definitely PvP and for PvE as well. Now, I tested him on a much lower stage, but he's got basically a lesser build than Scarlet Witch. I mean, he does have the Forge energy, but you know, we'll have to test them as close as we can, like stage 24 and 25. But honestly, I think he's stronger. I think he's definitely stronger. And you know, when you think Wanda should, you know, she should be the star of the show here, you know, no pun intended. But she's not. I mean, at the very least, I definitely think she's gonna replace Captain Marvel for certain, 100%. But is she gonna be a player in the game? Like, you know, can she compete with Rogue? I think Rogue is stronger than her for World Boss Legend, and I think Vision is too. So if you had a choice to build like either Scarlet Witch or Vision, I guess, you know, you might have to build both, especially if you want to replace Captain Marvel. And you know, you need blast books for both of them if you don't already have Scarlet Witch tier 3. But I'm going to be bringing you guys more content. Actually, I want to hear from you who you want to see me, you know, compare in future videos. Like Vision, you want me to compare him to Iron Man, you know, Human Torch, and then Scarlet Witch to Rogue, or you know, or a different character altogether. So I want to hear your thoughts. I was also going to bring Scarlet Witch into some more World Boss Legend, but I think I'm going to end it there. The video's kind of running long here. I'll tell you that I did bring her into Dispatch, and I brought her in with, like, so the team I would run with Rogue is Rogue, Valkyrie, support with the White Fox lead. And then all I did was put Scarlet Witch on the team, and she could barely get it done when, if I just put Rogue on the team, she was getting it done. This is before Forged Judgment. She was getting it done like with like a minute 50 seconds, a minute 45 seconds, somewhere in that range there. So she doesn't appear to be meta for Dispatch either. Somebody mentioned that she was, but according to me, she's really not. Also for ABX, I don't know when this is going to get fixed, but if you still have your day to run, or if you see this before the reset's over, just run Misty Knight lead, White Fox support, and then Luna Snow, and don't switch for the cancels. Just attack all the way through. You'll thank me later. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it there. But we got more stuff coming. There's a lot of testing we got to do here to figure out, you know, exactly what's going on. So you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there. Oh, and by the way, let me see let me check how many cards we have now. How many mythic cards? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And as I mentioned, I didn't spend any crystals or actually real money to get these cards. So a lot of people asking for my card farming secret, and I'm gonna be coming out with that very soon, ladies and gents. All right, guys, adios amigos. I'll catch you in the next one.